Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am John, the owner of Dragon House MMA, and today is July 11th. Right next to me, we have Bryson Davis, officially signed. We're competing on our upcoming event, First Round Fights at the Cow Palace, the biggest regional MMA event in California, at a historical building, Cow Palace. Now, Bryson, let's introduce you all the MMA fight fans out there. Where are you? Who are you coming? Where are you coming from? Where you born and raised?
I'm originally from Indiana. I became a Marine and moved out west right out of high school, and now I'm fighting out of Daly City, California. I love being here in the Bay, and this is where I plan to stay.
How different is Indiana compared to California?
It's a lot busier out here.
A lot busier?
Yeah, it's the kind of people are a little different, but it's good. Change of place, change of pace is always good.
Do they have a good Asian foods where you're coming from?
Not like the Bay. I promise that. Not like the Bay.
Yeah, here's like capital city of food. You love the eating, and I think almost pretty much every country, different cuisines, you have it in the Bay. So now let's talk a little bit about your fighting. How long have you been training?
Yeah, I've been training for a few years now. Completely dedicated every day, in and out. I had a lot of training for a while I was in the Marines. However, I could never fully dedicate myself to the sport because there was always commitments with the Marine Corps. But now that my career in the Marines has ended, I'm fully dedicated to fighting, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
So what do you do for work?
I work at one of the gyms that I train at, and so it's fun to be fully invested in the fight game, as well as I'm a full-time student at San Francisco State.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So are you a personal trainer or like?
So I do jiu-jitsu classes, I do Muay Thai, and I train. I personally train clients as well over at 10th Planet in Daly City.
So if anybody want to get some private session with you, and how do people can get a hold of you?
On my Instagram is definitely the best place to get a hold of me, and that's at Bryson Davis 10PDC.
Nice.
10PDC. 10th Planet Daly City. 10
there we go.
DC.
So if anybody want to get some private lesson with this up and comer, DM him on Instagram. Do you have Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook as well at Bryson Davis. Either of those will work.
That's pretty awesome. Now, this upcoming fight, you're fighting Sumit Paul, and you guys were supposed to fight on the last event in May. You got injury?
There are all sorts of reasons that it couldn't work out, but what I'm excited is now we get to fight. Now we get to do it. He's an athletic opponent. He's a game opponent. He shows up ready to go. He does his homework, and so that's exciting to me. It brings out the best in me because it's a challenge. It's not an opponent that you just get to walk through.
Right.
Any time you have a guy who's bringing it, that's exciting. You get to get in there and put on some fireworks.
Now, stylistically, you're a little bit more towards like a grappler, right?
That's correct. But I like to be a well-balanced fighter. I haven't got to showcase all of my skills yet in the cage, but in the next few years I plan on doing so. And so, I have grappled a lot, and we'll see where this fight goes. But who knows?
Now, I know that's pretty much what Sumit Paul's need the most. Believing this kind of like a grappling, because if you're watching the last couple of fights and when he lost, pretty much always on the ground, So, and that guy's definitely athletic on the feet.
Definitely.
He's tall and lanky, and this is the fight pretty much like a grappler versus striker, I believe. And but you can also strike too, so it's gonna be interesting.
I can strike a little bit, but he's an athletic opponent. And
yes.
He has great movement, and he's a great striker, and so it'll be exciting to get in there and see where the fight goes, and just put on a good show for the fans.
Well, hopefully he can work on the things that he need to work on. We haven't seen him fight for like a few months. We saw him pretty much like he lost most of his fights all on the ground. So let's see what kind of improvement he made. And I'm gonna see Sumit Paul on Thursday as well. So I'm gonna have an interview with him as well. So now, do you have any special loved one, training partners, coaches that you want to shout out to, and supporters and all that?
100%. I want to thank all my coaches and training partners at 10th Planet Daly City, Gino Francisco. I want to thank Jairo Escobar and Gilbert Melendez and that team over at El Nino Training Center. They have helped me so much, and it's awesome working with all those guys over there. Also, Dave Terrell and the NorCal Fight Alliance. They have put a ton of work into me. I appreciate that team, as well as Jeff Esquerez at Seconds Out Strength and Performance. That's my strength conditioning and boxing coach, and he's helped me a ton develop my conditioning, develop my boxing, and I can't wait to just put on all the growth and everything that I've grown in, all the skills, put them on display.
That's pretty awesome. Now, do you have anybody that caught your eye besides Sumit Paul? Obviously, you're going to fight him in August 19th. Do you have anybody's under your radar at 135 pounds that you want to dance with in the future?
There's no names specifically that come to mind, but I want to get an amateur belt by the end of this year. That's my goal. And so at 135 or 145, I want to jump at that opportunity. And so this is the next step. And then, I want to stay at it. I want to stay active. I want to fight as much as possible. And so I want to knock this fight out in August and then jump right into another one and just open doors for myself and achieve that by the end of the year. I want that belt. So whoever has that belt at 135 or 145, and that's who I want. That's who I want to fight.
Any specific like a name or individual that you have a eye for it,
There's no opponent that I have an eye for. It's really myself. I gotta grow myself. I gotta see, what I'm doing wrong, what I gotta get better at, and just continue to focus on that. And as long as I can continue to develop and be better than I was yesterday, then I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna keep beating whoever they put in front of me.
Now, you even don't mind a fight at 145 pounds. So, what do you walk around weight right now?
It depends. I do the work though. I eat clean and I work hard. My weight can fluctuate depending on what I'm trying to compete at. But 135 is not too tough of a cut for me. But I generally I'm anywhere between 155, 165, somewhere in there on a daily basis.
Right. Now we are about 5.5 weeks out now to our 5 or 6 weeks out. So I forgot exactly. 5 or 6.
Like 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, 5 on Saturday.
Right. So what's your weight right now, roughly?
I'm not sure. I gotta check, but I know I'm in shape right now. I know I'm getting there. I'll do the work. I'll worry about the weight in a couple weeks. But I eat clean, and so I train hard, and the work does itself.
In the perfect world, Bryson, how much longer you want to do an amateur before you go pro?
This time next year, I want to be a pro. Yeah, I want to knock out, close to make my total 10 amateur fights. By this time next year, I already have 3 amateur MMA fights, so 7 more. I want to knock those out as fast as possible. I just feel more and more comfortable every time I get in the cage. I'm a little more composed. I'm a little more complete, and so I want to grow and hit that number 10, and then I want to make the jump to pro.
Now, this will be the first time you are fighting a 3-minute round, no shin guards. Does it make any difference on your strategy as far as coming into this fight?
Not really. I've planned to strike with no shin guards for a long time. I honestly don't like shin guards.
Yes, I agree. And a lot of things you can't do.
I feel a little bit just restrained with those shin guards on. Some of those grappling exchanges, some of the transitions in the jiu-jitsu, they get in the way. I'm excited to have them off. I'm more relieved than anything else. I feel like I can use all of my game with no shin guards.
That's pretty awesome. Well, for more information about this upcoming fight card, guys, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. We are updating the fight card this weekend. My web guy's back from a vacation, so do myself. So you're gonna see a lot of poster fight card updates going to be on the website. So check it out, DragonHouseMMA.com. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Give me some love and support for all the fight fans out there, and follow me on Instagram for more upcoming event. The last event of the year for Dragon House, it's going to be November 11. We're probably going to stack that card as well back to Keys Art Pavilion. So for all the fighters who want to get on the card, make sure you guys DM me, get a hold of me. Now, if your opponent is Sumit Paul watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
Thank you. Thank you for taking this fight and being a game opponent. I'm excited to get in there. Let's put on a show.
That's pretty awesome. Now, last time when you guys like having some issues right before the fight, and then you guys cannot match up, I actually want to find a replacement for you to keep him on the card. but he's like, no, I have my eyes on Bryson. I want to fight that particular guy. I don't want to fight anyone else. If he can find the next card, I'll fight him on the next card. I'm like, all right, let's just do that. So he's pretty tunnel vision, you know, to fight you on particularly. So very curious about how this fight's gonna come out and what kind of a strategy he has to train to prepare for you. So we're looking forward for that. August 19th. Make sure you guys don't blink. And we have about 25 to 30 fights on that card. The biggest, the most stacked card we ever put on together, pro and amateur. So don't miss it out. So any last words to anyone out there?
I want to thank my folks at I'm Hunting Monsters, Chris Vickers. Cannot thank him enough for always believing in me, sponsoring me from the beginning of my journey. I'm excited to put on and show how much I've grown and you know, show exactly what Hunting Monsters is all about.
Hunting Monster. What exactly is Hunting Monster?
It's a jiu-jitsu brand, so they you know, they got rash guards, spats, grappling shorts, but it's a way of life. You know, it's the fact that no matter what comes at you, no matter how many times you might fall, you always get back up and you continue just to chase those goals and chase those monsters in your life.
All right, sounds pretty good. Make sure you guys stay tuned and check that out. One more thing, Dragon House hosting in-house grappling tournament, submission only, July 30. Make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe and get on DragonHouseMMA.com. Right now it's only $40 and you can get one bracket. You want to do both bracket, gi and no gi, only $65. It will end on the 15th of this month and we'll go back to the normal price. So it's submission only, no points. If you submit, you get a gold medal. You don't submit, if both hands raised, and then we'll go to a draw. So hopefully all the up-and-comer, last submission-only grappling, we have tons of purple belts showing up from all over the Bay, different gyms, and great success. I'm looking forward to put on another one, July 30. Making sure you guys subscribe. And awesome to have Bryson Davis. Will be on our upcoming event, August 19th. And I'm Joan Lowe, signing out. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.